kids both have been raised in the outdoors. Tiffany was attending school, and Michaela had just started kindergarten.
This is an extra special trip. Shelley's boyfriend, Roger, has just moved in and wants to make sure everything runs smoothly.
What helped the relationship is because the girls really liked Roger.
He was always very, very kind to me.
Hang on, let me get you now.
Tiffany, at 9 years old, was always reaching for a father figure.
I was like, okay, I guess we're gonna try to make this work because the kids really like you. You seem like a good dad.
There you go. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, that's it.
The girls are my life, and they have always been my life. And I would do anything for them.
It's a good break to get out in the desert, and it's close enough. You can grab a couple packs of hot dogs and some buns, and we're good to go.
The family have driven from their home 40 miles away.
Okay.
For Roger, it's new territory. But Shelley has been coming to this area since she was a child.
Coming from a family that didn't have a lot of money, the entertainment that we would do as a family is go out in the desert.
The Arizona desert is a vast wilderness, covering 120,000 square miles. It's known as one of the world's harshest environments. But for Shelley and the kids, aged 9 and 5, it's a perfect place to take part in one of their favorite activities.
It's always fun. Every time we go out, it's fun.
Shelley is curious to know how her new boyfriend will get on.
Roger was the kind of guy that worked in an office, in air conditioning. And if things needed done at his house, he would have somebody come over and do it.
Pull.
Today, the family had their picnic somewhere new. Though Shelley knows the desert well, half an hour into their journey home, the landscape looks unfamiliar.
I could tell with the weed growth that it wasn't a well-used path. And I remember this road should be well-used.
Even though she's losing her bearings, Shelley hopes she'll pick up the trail.
But I thought, well, we'll just go up this road, see if it leads to a main road that I'm used to.
But the road becomes more uneven, and it seems they're going further off the beaten track.
We went along till I came to a dry riverbed.
Take a look.
And the sides of it were pretty steep.
I don't think we can make it.
Being in a two-wheel drive truck, your only traction is your back tires.
I says, oh, I'll drive. I'll get us through there.
We'll be out of here in no time.
Hoping he can save the day, Roger takes over.
The bumper got hung up on the downside, leaving the rear wheels off the ground spinning like this.
We're gonna have to stay the night.
Shelley knows just how dire their situation has become.
From the time the sun sets to the time that sun rises is very dangerous.
I only had one thing on my mind, and that was to get my girls out of that desert.
I don't really remember anybody falling asleep that night.
Armed with their skeet shooting gun, Shelley and Roger stay awake in the fear of lawless gangs of human smugglers from the Mexican border.
Them themselves have no regard for human life, and it don't even matter who it is.
It was just praying to God that the girls would be all right and they wouldn't get hurt or worse.
relieved when the morning arrives without incident. Everyone tackles the day with renewed energy.
We're encouraged, you know, we're kind of energized to say, by gosh, we can do this.
We really thought daylight would help us so that we could see exactly what kind of situation we were in.
With the truck still stuck fast, Roger knows he's got to come up with something to get his new family home to safety.
Why don't you go play with Tiffany for a moment?
My brain started saying, Roger, you better think of something.
There was that truck we passed a while back. It may have a jack.
There was a Bronco that we had passed. The rims were gone, so we decided, well, let's at least try to get to that Bronco, see if it's got a jack in it, and then we can get started again.
It's going to be a 4-mile hike back to the Bronco. And with only 2 small bottles of water, they risk serious dehydration in the ferocious heat.
Are you sure?
I know you're told to stay with the vehicle, and I'm thinking the vehicle has AC. But if we sit there at the vehicle, we're going to be there for days. That road's untraveled.